First, just want to say thank you to our fan base. First time we've gone undefeated at home as a program in quite a while. Their energy, the way that they've supported us, the way that they've showed up every week has been a huge part of our success as a program here at home. And our players, our staff, myself, absolutely love seeing them. You guys have heard me say ball walk's the most special thing and most unique thing in college sports. I truly believe that. And obviously, when Neyland is rocking, it's unsurpassed by anybody. I appreciate what they've done this year, and hopefully we'll see them travel extremely well as we go to South Carolina next week. Expect that. I want to thank our seniors, their families, just what they've meant to this program as we, since I've gotten here, just try to put it back on a solid foundation. And those guys, what they've been through, they're the guys that chose to stay through uncertainty. They bought in, jumped into the deep end with me. They've competed, they've grown. We've been connected in a really unique way, just as this thing has grown pretty quickly. And can't say thank you to them enough. Not just what they do on the field, but who they are and how they go about their business every day. So with that, I'll open it up.
Adam, then David Pascal.
Josh broke the school record in yards tonight. I know you guys wanted to win the game, but there seemed like there was a statement even beyond the victory. How intentional was that statement?
The statement for us is that we're a good football team playing good football. What the scoreboard ultimately ends up being, and what people down the line may judge us for, we're out of control of some of those things. There were a lot of things that were good in the first half. There were some things that weren't. Offensively, all three phases. We can still, our best football is still out in front of us. I am proud of the fight, the competition, the ability to reset. Second half, the way our guys went out and competed in all three phases. It was a good win.
Josh, this was a 28-24 game nearing the midway mark of the third quarter. What kind of changed? Their quarterback runs had kind of hurt you, but it looked like you flipped the switch in every phase.
Yeah, there's some things that they've done. I mean, you look at them defensively, what they've done here throughout the course of the season. That's a really good defense. One of the top ones in this conference. There's some things that they did that hurt us. There's some things that we did too on the offense side of the football. The quarterback run in the first half, changed the dynamics of the game. There's some things that we did. I mean, you look at the 2-minute drive that we had. We're not able to go score. We're on the plus 30 or whatever it was, and they hit one play and get 3 points out of it. So we weren't as clean as we could be in the first half. Our guys, don't blink and came back and played. I'm proud of that part of it in particular.
Patrick.
Coach, third quarter, Dylan Sampson came in, had a couple big runs, kind of got you guys going on the ground. What is he kind of his process of getting on the field, getting playing time, and what did you see from him today?
Yeah, I had planned on playing him here the last couple of weeks. In some respects, more than he's gotten opportunities to. He's a young guy that continues to get better, that we have trust in, that I think he's got really good vision and ability to press holes. Deliver blocks and get to open space, and he was dynamic with the ball in his hands today. He played really good football.
Joe?
Josh, I just wanted to ask you about, in particular, Latrell Bumpus and what he's meant to this program.
Man, he's been through all the adversity here at Tennessee during his tenure, his career. Plus all the injuries that he's been through. And I don't know if there's anybody that cares about the power T, the players in the locker room, more than he does. That's one of the most selfless people that I've ever been around. All he does is come to work. Got a great family. That guy's going to be ultra successful whenever his playing day is done. Going to be ultra successful in whatever he chooses to do.
Austin?
Setter went through 3 games. Didn't kind of went into that decision. And then you talk about the family type stuff. You see Princeton, he brings his daughter down on the field there at the end of the game, kind of soaking up last game type stuff. When you see that as a dad, what does that mean?
Okay, I might have to ask you to repeat one of the questions here at some point, but The original question was,
What was it said?
said could have played in this one. Just everything that's going on. It has nothing to do with the ankle. He'll be ready to go next week, and just as a program and talking with him after warm-ups, just felt like probably best to sit this one out. Princeton family. I mean, you guys see it as we come down. I think it's really cool just where our families sit. Our players get a chance to see them as they're running out, as they're warming up. When they come back in, you can tell that, wives, kids, players, families, we try to build a program where everybody's connected and a true family. And Princeton fan, little one, being able to spend time with the dad and be on the field. And we got multiple guys that are like that. And those are rare, unique opportunities. You guys see me. I mean, we arrive to the stadium. I meet a bunch of recruits. I take a 5-minute pause, and most of our coaches do, but I play catch with my kid. And those are moments that, as a dad, you're going to cherish. As a kid, I know, having been on the other side of that mean the world. And at the end of the day, those are the things that spur you on to do things the right way and continue to fight to get better.
Jimmy, then Patrick.
Johnson, Missouri did cut it to 28-24. What was the mood on the sideline?
Pretty calm. Certainly, the guys on the sideline, they don't panic. A week ago, I don't think we settled into the game and did the ordinary, and that starts with me and our assistant coaches and our players together. These guys have been resilient. You guys heard me say in the beginning of the week that I think I was asked the question, how do I think these guys are going to respond? We didn't just land at this spot. Like these guys have worked and earned it, and their characters and who they are has been revealed every day along the way. That's how we've gotten here. And, good teams don't play perfect, but they do compete in a really positive way, and they reset. And our guys did that today.
Coach, without Cedric, Brew stepped up, had over 100 yards. What do you think he brought to the game in this matchup with the Missouri defense?
Yeah, consistency, playmaking ability, made some tight catches, worked over the middle of the football field extremely well. Had some big plays, had third down conversions. The way they matched things out was unique at times, and trying to find the right matchups to play against. Loaded box early in the first quarter, made it tough to run the football just right out the gate. And I thought, the pitch and catch was important in the early part of the game.
West and Ben.
Josh, that touchdown play down high there midway through the third quarter, how long had that one been in the back pocket? It looked like it was schemed up perfectly.
It's been in my back pocket for a while. It's been run different places, and brought it out this week. Just felt like we'd have an opportunity to sneak them out. But staff did a great job of, coming back to that one, and it was timely. They cut it to 3 or 4 at that point, and it was a big time answer.
Josh, what did you see from the defense making adjustments after it became a 28-24 game? What changed from that point defensively?
For us?
Yes.
It wasn't a whole lot of scheme, Like, for us, we just settled in and played better football. Quarterback run, we lost contain on them. We didn't handle the interior run off of some of our twist games. We didn't match out some of their stacks, formations the right way. And at the end of it, we settled in and made some plays that were routine plays, doing the ordinary things at a really high level.
What led to some of those big quarterback runs early?
Yeah, like I just said, out on the outside, we lost contain through the middle. Us not playing it off of our twist games to handle some of the quarterback run.
Frank, back middle.
Back here, Coach. Toby Wilson gets to go in and make that final PAT, and we've got those chances against the UT market too. But what's it like to see a guy like that get that moment?
Yeah, Toby, a year ago, gets an opportunity because Paxton's nicked up, and he played a ton of football and did a heck of a job as our kickoff guy. This year doesn't get those same opportunities. There's not a better person inside of our program. Comes to work, competes every day, cares about the power team, his teammates, when you have an opportunity where the scoreboard is the way it is to get the next guy in, those are awesome opportunities to let them go play, and those are big. Those are memories for those guys, and I think it's important to let those guys play football when they get a chance.
Jimmy.
Josh, regarding the quarterback runs, did you make adjustments there, or did you just execute better?
Better execution on the back end of it.
Far right. Go. Yeah.
Coach, what did you see from Hendon, not just today, but the week leading up, to have his bounce back from last week?
I think his energy, his ability to speak to his teammates, throughout the course of the week, but early in the week is a part of our guys handling it and responding the right way. You guys have heard me say it. Great teams have great leadership from within in the locker room, and we have really strong leadership. Hendon being as strong as anybody, and he affects our program in such a positive way. And being able to reset from last week, he's a huge part of that.
Other questions? Patrick.
On Hendon, he obviously got the biggest cheer during senior day. I know it was a long time ago for you, but just that moment for him and hearing the crowd appreciate him, what was it like for you?
Long time ago, like him walking through the tee.
Last week you played a whole football game. That
Yeah.
moment's probably been a while.
I remember a lot of those moments for a lot of those guys coming through that tee, and I'm super grateful, thankful, appreciative of what they've meant to us and to me. We're not here without those guys and what they've done. Hendon, really powerful story, right? Just transfer in, didn't go right at the first stop. Young man that doesn't get named the starter, continues to pour into his teammates. Like, what a great lesson for everybody inside of our locker room. Becomes the guy, continues to grow, competes every day, shows up, works, becomes a great leader. He's been in it. He'll be one of the greats, however it ends out. Yeah, he'll be one of the greats here, and pretty cool story, and the perseverance that it takes to fight and go through that as a player. It's a hard thing to do, and doesn't go unnoticed, certainly, that whole road by me.
Wes?
Yes, it was that moment there, I guess late in the second quarter when Jalen dropped a couple balls in a row. Is he the guy that you have to say something to after something like that, or pat him on the back, or is he just let him be?
You end up coming into halftime, you know what I mean? And so Coach Pope got with him. I said something to him, but he's played enough football and played at a high enough level that he's supremely confident, and went out there and played well in the second half.
Last one in the back.
Just a fun one, Josh. Was there any thoughts of going up with Hendon up top and directing the band as well?
I had my band moment. I'm going to let him have that one. I do remember Peyton being up on that ladder and doing it. It's a pretty cool moment, one that he'll remember forever.
All right. Thank you. We'll have players here shortly.